Amplified. Hidden deep in the recesses of the world generation menu lies a world of sharp cliffs and dramatic landscapes. Join me and my foxy friend Millie as we set out to build a cozy cottage, a thriving farm, and even a mysterious clock face in this harsh and unforgiving world generation. Another day, another video, another day one. I have some big plans for this build, though the seed we have is fantastic. I think we're gonna probably need to get some beds, some tools, and hopefully some food. This village is a little goofy looking, but I will be borrowing their wheat. Alright, we've got some wheat, we've got a bed. Now we've just got to hope that one of these places has some tools. Oh, there's more wheat here. Perfect. I will grab that, but first, let me check in here. Okay, I'll take that. Bread already made, thank you very much. Do we need onions? Probably not. Let's keep those in mind in case for some reason we want to eat onions. Not really the best start when there seems to be a skeleton just hanging around the village in the shadows and no tool to kill it with. I guess I could use my pickaxe. Is it oh my gosh, it's hiding in the shadows. What the heck? Okay, tools acquired and skeleton dealt with accordingly. Let's get to where we want to build. Man, isn't this just gorgeous? I'm thinking we're gonna have little buildings built off of the cliff face and then a big old clock in the middle. Do you see the vision? Pretty quickly, I headed underground to get the iron I needed for both my tools and armor. Once that was sorted, I gathered some coal, diorite, and string. After that, I headed above ground to collect dark oak, spruce, pine, and oak leaves. I also snagged some seeds before heading back to my little cliff. Okay, so I want a place to stick my bed and Millie, so let's get a little house started. The foundation for this is going to be a little bit funny because it's got to be sticking right out from the cliff face, if you know what I mean. So let's just do it, and then you can let me know in the comments if I ever make sense when I'm explaining build concepts to you guys, or if I just sound crazy. So I'm just trying to make the sort of support that's going to be, well, supporting. But I'm struggling with the stairs, surprise, surprise. I think what I'm going to have to do is probably place a block instead of a stair here. See, the problem is I need the stairs to face this way. Oh, yeah, obviously I could just do this. Okay, there we go. Gosh, it is not a small drop to the ground. Oh my goodness, why am I doing this? That works much better, but I think it is going to be a good plan to just do that part after I've already done the stairs, because I don't think I can place the stairs on this, or can I? Oh, I can. Okay, that's as tall as this needs to be. Now I can get rid of this one, and then I can place my trapdoors. What are they called? Fence gates. Alright, that's all the stairs and the fence gates done. Now we can do the slightly easier part of just placing the platform. Also quite concerned that Millie has gotten herself down here. I have no idea how she's gonna get back up. Okay, so I think we definitely have enough time to get a frame sorted for this thing. Please can I place the barrel the right way? That would be great. And I was going to place my bed down over here so I have somewhere to stay tonight, but this is looking a little bit spooky, so I'm not going to do that just yet. And I'm just going to get these frames done. I think probably 3 of those, and then another one of those should be good. Alright, now let's join this thing up to the wall, and then do the same on the other little platform. Let's join these up, and then join this one to the wall. So the last thing I'm going to do right before bed is plant some of these seeds that I got earlier so that I don't run out of food later. Obviously I'm quite well stacked with food at the moment, but that is not going to last forever. Of course. Hello, welcome. Let me just deal with you, I guess. Oh, where is that coming from? Oh, down there. Oh, this is not good. Oh, I'm almost dead. Let me just run away real quick. Okay, well, I guess we're finishing off planting the seeds tomorrow, and we're going to place our bed down right here. Oh, and thank goodness Millie has made it back to us. Let's head to bed and then deal with the skeletons in the morning. All right, that should do it. Hopefully these torches keep them away from me. Not entirely convinced though. Okay, so because we have to do a big clock in the middle, I'm gonna try and get the buildings done with a little bit of pep in my step. So let's see if we can get the walls and the roof done in one day. I am gonna make like a kind of second floor, but in general, this build is pretty small, so it definitely shouldn't take me too long, and we should be able to get both done in one day. Alright, that's this level of the walls pretty much done, so let's add in our windows. I don't really know what to do with this bit just yet, so I'm just leaving this part open, and then I will decide what to do when I'm done. I'm gonna add in like an extra bit up here, but for now, let's get the roof of these two smaller buildings done. I'm really hoping that I've placed all of those correctly, because now I need to do the same on the other side. And it's very difficult to maneuver up here. There is a lot of water here though, so I guess if I do fall, I could try and fall into the water, but obviously it would not be ideal, so maybe we won't fall. Alright, now that's done. Before we fill in the roof, I'm going to fill in these palisades here so that, you know, there are no holes in our roof. Oh, actually that probably doesn't need to be there. I usually forget to do this bit before I do roofs, and it's always bad for me, so glad that I'm remembering to do it now. And I think I'm gonna not add those blocks there. I think I'm gonna add in some windows here. Alright, now that's done, we can add in all of our spruce planks to fill in the roof. For this one, I'm pretty much just gonna follow the outline that I've already done here, but then on this one, we're gonna do something a little bit funkier because it has to go up and then down and then up again. Gonna be a little bit weird, but I'm sure we'll figure it out. And finally, let's add some windows to this extra bit, and I think we have managed to get the walls and the roof done in one day. Oh, I'm placing those incorrectly. Nice. It's definitely a disadvantage to be building in the sky because you can't step back and look at your build very easily, so I have to keep doing this to make sure that what I'm doing looks good. So we're gonna look up in a second. That is not good. Get off. Okay. Ooh. That was actually really scary. Oh, but they do look really cute. I wish we could see the top of the other house, but there is a cloud in the way because we are so high up right now. Millie, what are you doing down there? You guys know those videos of the window washers on the super duper tall skyscrapers? That is exactly how I feel right now doing these exterior details. I do think if I had to do that job, I would be super scared for the first bit, then I'd get used to it and start swinging around, but maybe that's just me. So I'm just taking out some of these blocks here and then adding in some details. I've got to be careful not to press the trapdoor after I've placed it because I'm usually stood on it and then I would just immediately fall to my death. So got to keep that in mind. And now in these spaces right here, I'm going to add in a couple cute flower pot things. What are they called? Planters? Flower planters. I think that's the word I'm looking for. What's crazy is I am actually a little bit tempted to press the trapdoors whilst I'm stood on it, but probably not right here because I would definitely just fall. Oh, there is some water right there. I could test it, but I don't want to risk it. It's too early on. Or maybe it being early on is a good idea to test it. Oh, I've just realized I took my armor off and then never put it back on. There we go. That is much better. I like to just clear my inventory when I get back from getting stuff, and for some reason that includes my armor, and then I forget to put it back on again. Don't ask me why, it is just something I do frequently and then frequently forget to replace. Do you guys have any weird Minecraft quirks like that? Like removing your armor all the time, or no? It's definitely pretty important to light this thing up very well because there is a lot of stuff spawning just behind the house and obviously in this cave over here, so the more light we can add, the better. And not at all related to adding light, but I forgot to put in a lovely flower bed up here. I think we're looking pretty good, but let's do our little build out just to be 100% sure before we head to bed and move on. I fear Millie is stuck because she's been there for a while now. I don't think she can make this jump, so I'm gonna have to go down and get her. Anyways, oh, That is actually super cute. Good job, Em. Wish we could see up here, but again, we're gonna get a weird cloud reveal any minute now. Wow. Okay, that does look super cute, but anyways, let's get rid of our little dirt thing right here and go save Millie. Oh gosh, I didn't consider how difficult that's going to be. Oh, are they fighting each other? Oh, that's great. Okay, Millie, where are you? Ah! Okay, fine. I'll kill you. If you really want me to. Trying to get through this day without having to kill something, but here we are. Okay, there she is. Ah! Oh dear, Millie, look what you've got me into. Millie, no! Just as I suspected, she is absolutely fine. Gosh, that was a madness. I guess Millie is just like a cat. She seems to always land on her feet and be completely fine, even when falling a billion blocks. But now me and her have to make the journey all the way back up. Like, so far, we can just see the house. Oh, I love when they fight each other. It just saves me a job. Honestly. Once again, I am here to inform you that interiors are always my absolute favorites and I save them for last as a reward for finishing the build. So first things first, we don't have a lot of space in here, so I'm just expanding this on the inside just a little bit to actually have some room to work with. I'm actually going to dig out all of the sides as well and add in some spruce planks to add in some nicer walls than stone. Stone is fine, but I feel like it's just a little bit jarring for this whole thing here to be all of the spruce and pine and then just have this be a very cold grey. Okay, that is the back wall done, but now I'm wondering what I should do with this here because it's not really giving anything. So maybe I'll just take away all of this stone here and then also replace it with the spruce. Okay, there we go. I think that's a little bit better. Not the best, but a little bit better. And then up here we just have a little tiny room which I think I'm going to use for some temporary storage. And then down here I think we're good to just have a cute little square. Maybe this can be Millie's little room and I can lock her up here because again I have no idea where she's gone and she's probably trapped somewhere on the side of the mountain waiting to be saved. Again. Alright, now it is actual interior time. Definitely going to be working into the night, but that is absolutely okay with me. Okay, first things first, let's get Millie settled in with a lovely pink bed and a water bowl and food bowl. Now hopefully she can stay in here and not jump off of the cliff every chance she gets. Oh, Millie, no! Oh, she is a menace. Millie, get back in here. All right, let's get those windows closed and let's get out of this door safely without Millie getting out. Okay. Whew, she's safe. So up here, we don't have a lot of space to work with, but we definitely have enough space to make something cute still. And it's nice because it also means that we're definitely going to get this done before sunrise because there is not a lot of space to fill. In this gap here, I'm gonna do a little sink so we can stand here and do the dishes and look out at our lovely view of the clouds. And then over here, I'm gonna do the stove. And then let's also add in a flower pot on the bedside table. Let's also add in a few more cabinets right here and a nice lamp. And also some wall cabinets. So there's one of these paintings that is of a mountain, and I think that's quite fitting, seeing that we are pretty much on the side of a humongous mountain. There we go, and then let's also add one right here. I think that one will do, and then let's add in some books and a little painting right here. I've also got a little bit of moss carpet, so let's add that. I don't want to change the floor like I usually would because this is going to be visible from underneath, I guess. But I think the carpet still looks cute, even though it's not going under the bed, which is a little frustrating, but it doesn't matter. I guess we'll just go with keeping them all pretty short. Very cottage-esque. And now for some extra details, I'm just going to add in some more of these. Oh, that's... Oh no! I should have used my shears for that. Oops. Never mind, we can deal with that. And then let's also put one over here. Okay, I think that's as good as we're gonna get, and oh my goodness, the sun has risen. So let's very quickly get up here and add in our extra storage areas. Nothing too crazy, just a bunch of furnaces, some chests, and all of our tables. Apart from this one, which I almost forgot and is quite important. Oh, I don't like those this way around. I know it technically doesn't matter because this isn't meant to be a cute room, but I am gonna switch them around. That looks a lot better. All right, let's get down here and on with our next project. Ooh, this actually does look super cute. All right, girlies, it is time to upgrade our farm. I know this is the wrong climate and the wrong build style and the wrong video for this, but for some reason this dangly farm is giving the Hanging Gardens of Babylon, perhaps? At least to me, and I have no idea why, but she is gonna be so cute. So I'm just gonna add in a second layer for the farm, and then we pretty much just gotta add a couple little bit of details, and then we can fill in all of the dirt and actually make this thing look like it's hanging. Because right now it is just floating. Actually, I think the safe thing to do here is to fill in the dirt first and then add the details, because then we have a lot more surface area to walk around on and hopefully not fall from. I think we're gonna have to run around and get rid of this dirt first and then fill in the dirt in the middle. Which is really sad because we're not gonna get this dirt back because it is just falling right to the ground. Okay, now let's add in our details. I'm just gonna do this right here and then add in trapdoors in the middle. And then here I'm gonna do steps, which probably shouldn't start right here at the edge. I need to get rid of these right here and then place the stairs on this level so that I can add in 3 lots of stairs. Oh, this is scary. Much better. Now I'm just going to add stairs here on either side because this is where I'm going to attach the ropes to make it look like it is floating, and then I can fill in the extra bits with the trapdoors and the slabs. And I've just now realized I forgot to do a little bit of base dirt, so now I've got to maneuver my way down the mountain a little bit and then get under this thing and add in some extra blocks under here so that I can place some water. Gosh, these days are going way too fast. All right, let's attach these ropes to these little thingamabobbies that I've built. And the same on the other side. And get all of these wheat seeds planted. So today I'm just filling in the part 2 of this farm, and then I'm gonna have to build the little support beams, and then we can get to planting this thing. All right, let's get these ropes in. And then let's add in some stairs up to this area so that we can actually get back up here. Oh, maybe I didn't need to go 3 wide. And I have lost my axe at the moment. So I guess we're using our hands for this one. Luckily, I have my trusty watering can, which I feel like is the biggest cheat in any mod ever, but it is super, super helpful, especially for these kind of projects. All right, we are looking pretty funky so far. Oh, I should probably get rid of this huge dirt bridge because otherwise I will forget to do it later. I will keep this one here though because it is my only safe way across from my house to the farm. I feel like I should have done like a platform out the front of the house so that I could safely travel across the front, but never mind, because I also have to go around this bit to be able to get back to the normal ground, which is also not ideal. Anyways, quick check on Millie. She is still safe in there. Let's wait for the sun to go down, take a nap, and then head out for more materials. I spent the next couple of days crawling around in the mines looking for diamonds to upgrade my tools, as well as more string, iron, and coal. Once that was done, I headed to the forest for spruce, pine, and some oak leaves. So I've noticed every time I go to get iron or upgrade things or get coal, I have been wandering my sorry self all the way back to a cave, which straight up makes no sense since we're on the side of a massive mountain that probably has a lot of resources hidden in it. So what we're gonna do is set up a mine much closer to our base, and I think the best way for me to start this is obviously by digging it out. And so I spent the rest of the day digging out the side of the mountain to create an opening for a mine. Much like with farms and houses and nether portals, I simply cannot just do something. I have to make it cute too. So let's get this little interior bit converted into a much cuter mine. The girlies yearn for the mine. So this bit here also comes out into like a nice little cave, and then we can just mine our way down into the caves from here. Probably a little bit more effort than if we just, I don't know, went to a cave. But honestly, where is the fun in that? Okay, so the floor and the lanterns are looking pretty good. I think I'm going to add in a couple more of these support things just to make it look a bit more miney, I guess. And I think just to change up a bunch of the stone texture, let's add in some cobblestone walls. Okay, I feel like that might be enough of those extra sort of support details. So now let's add in our blast furnaces. And also add in some cabinets for storage and some normal furnaces in case I need to make any food. Then I thought it'd be cute to look like a sort of work area. So I have this axe that just kind of sticks into things. Not sure why I'd be taking an axe to the mines, but it's the only one that I have that sticks out. So we will be using that one. Let's hang a lantern from there also. And then on this side, let's add in some barrels. And in this gap, we're going to do a little desk and a chair, and then an item frame with our map in it. Definitely don't need the map for anything, but it does give explorer vibes. Then I'm thinking maybe a couple more lanterns about the place because it's still pretty dark. And then let's add in some leaves everywhere. And now let's use some of this leftover glow lichen to just decorate this back wall because it does glow a little bit back here. And the reason I said leftover glow lichen is because I went a little bit crazy behind this door. Are you ready? Ta-da! How crazy does this look? Looks like I'm literally going into another dimension, but I'm actually just running into a cave. Oh. Yep, and the reason I put a door on this is just in case anything scary comes up from that cave. Just so it can't get into my my sanctuary here and I guess push me off the edge of the mountain. So today we have to get our mine entrance all beautified because we can't just have a cute interior. Now let's strip these pieces of spruce wood so that it blends in nicer. And now we can start building upwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then let's join these two up. Okay, now let's add in some fences and then we can top those with trapdoors and we will have a nice safe area so that we don't just fall when we come out of the mines. Now let's add a quick and simple roof to this thing. I say as I struggle to place the stairs. I'm gonna have to do this like this. And then get rid of this one and then place this one the right way. Oh, and I guess actually I'm meant to be using these spruce stairs anyway, so not the end of the world. Now let's join up the roof on the other side and then we can add in some details and we should be done with this part. Alright, final details of this little mine entrance. Oh my gosh, that was dangerously close to a disaster. I'm gonna have to be a little bit more careful doing that. Let's add in a lantern here and then do the same over here. And then add these fancy looking fences all the way down the sides of this. Okay, that looks super duper adorable. I love that it just sort of, I don't know, like it just glows amongst everything else. Oh, I almost ran straight off the edge then. But it would have been okay because there is water underneath me. Although knowing my luck, I would have fallen right there. Now this whole mine thing is completely useless unless we can actually get to it from the house. So let's get a little path set up. So I'm not going to do anything too crazy for this pathway. Besides the fact that I'm already building off the side of a mountain. Just adding in all of these slabs, and then I'm gonna build sort of upwards, and then we'll have some sort of ladder system coming down to meet our pathway. My idea for making the... whatchamacallit? Why have I just forgotten what it's called already? Right, my idea for... Why is my brain so blank right now? My idea for the ladder situation, okay, there we go, is to use these trapdoors here, and then hopefully we can turn all of them into like the upward position, and then hopefully it will let me add in ladders. Why is ladder just not in my brain? Like, that word has just been erased. Every time I say it, my brain immediately forgets it. Okay, that should be it, right? Yeah. Ooh, this is kind of fun. Now the moment of truth. Can you add ladders to this? Oh, you can. Okay, that is great news. Should probably keep those there for safety reasons, but now we can travel all the way up and add our ladders as we go. Now let's add in our strings, and we should be done with our pathway. Nice. This is coming together pretty well, actually. Let's break down our dirt bridge and then head out for some more materials in the morning. Returning to the mine, I collected deep slate and some obsidian. While I was wandering around down there, I picked up some diamonds to repair my tools and upgrade my chest plate. I also grabbed some iron and coal. Back in the sunshine, I gathered oak, pine, and spruce before heading home. I've amassed so much nonsense so far, and I feel like we need a place to put everything, so let's get a little storage area set up. Obviously, we have our little temporary storage areas already, but I feel like it needs a dedicated area. As always, I'm starting with the foundation, and then we'll do the frame. There must be a little cave opening and a monster playing me some tunes. It sounds like a nice song, actually. We've got quite a bit left of today, so I'm thinking we get this roof started. Ugh, I hate being on the edge like this. It makes me feel really sick, actually. Don't worry about the misplaced stairs, because I can always go back and fix those later. Oh, I may have made a mistake. The middle is 2 blocks, I think. Yep, I think it's these two. So we need this one to be a stair, and this one to be a stair, and then those go up in the middle like that. Okay, that is an easy fix at least. The roof crisis is fixed, I think, so let's go ahead and add in some of these palisades. Is that even what they're called? Palisade. I hope that's how you pronounce that. And the sun is just about to go down, so let's head back up to our house and take a little nap, and then finish off the roof tomorrow. And hopefully we have enough time to add walls, which I'm pretty sure we will. Quick dinner, close the doors. Now we just hang out until the sun goes down. Alright, let's get this thing filled in. I was hoping that that would automatically place itself sideways, but it didn't. Okay, that's fine. I thought that was going to be another dilemma. Now for the walls, let's add in... Where is the center? Right here. A couple more posts of this stripped spruce. And I think to cover up these holes, I'm just going to add in another one of these stripped spruce things. Now let's make sure this thing is lit up, and also let's add in a couple signs just to be super duper cute. I do not like though that it automatically uncrouches me, because that could have been very dangerous. And I know I'm going to put a bunch of chests in here, but I'm thinking for the size of the walls we can get away with using barrels so that we have a little extra storage if we ever need it. Alright, looking good so far. Let's break down this little extra path and go to bed. Another little interior treat for me? Oh, you shouldn't have. Although to be honest, I feel like I really shouldn't have, because I have to build out so much of this wall. Not build out, dig out. Quite clearly, I am digging. Okay, I think that's about as deep as we're going to make this thing, so let's get the rest of this dug out. It took me pretty much the entire day to dig out the entire thing, so unfortunately I had to wait a little bit longer to be able to do the actual interiors. So, really funny story. So, you know how I spent the entire day just digging out this whole cave yesterday? I just decided that actually all of that depth was completely unnecessary and decided to half it. So yeah, just a little waste of at least half a day. It's no problem though, because at least we get to do the actual interiors today. And to be honest, I think we have time. I'm gonna fill in all of the walls here with more of these palisades. These are literally the MVP of this build. They are really getting used everywhere, I say as I look around and do not see them. And I'm just gonna block off this area back here and pretend it never happened. Now I'm gonna keep the storage area pretty simple and just add in a bunch of chests right here. Okay, so I know I said I wasn't gonna do anything crazy, and honestly I still maintain that this is not crazy. But I just thought since we don't have a living room in our house, it would be nice to use this one for it, because we actually do have more space in here than we do in our house. But yeah, super simple, super cute, super storage area. Nice one, Em. Okay, so I know I'm gonna need Nether stuff eventually, so let's get a cutesy little Nether portal set up. It's really funny because whenever I'm writing my commentary or like progression notes for these videos, I always want to autocorrect Nether portal to Netherlands for some reason. Oh my goodness, that was close. Let's add in some of these for details. I'm gonna leave a little space here and there to add in some leaf details as well. How should we cover up the sides? Maybe with leaves. But to cover up the top of the portal here, I'm just gonna use stairs and create a nice little roof. And I'm gonna have to get rid of these fence gates, but that's not the end of the world. Let's add in our stairs here. And that is the roof added. Now let's add in our leaves. Pretty much just gonna fill this whole area here with leaves. And then add a couple leaves on the front here. I think I'm gonna have to take out a stair because of not being able to place the leaf there anyway. Oh, sorry. Without removing that piece of stair. Sorry, my brain is not completely working. There we go. Now let's add our safety gates back in, and I would say that is our Nether portal done. I wandered from village to village, pillaging their libraries for books. In between, I topped off my pine, oak, and spruce woods, as well as gathering some wax from beehives as I ran across them. Then I descended underground to collect more obsidian, iron, and coal. I even found enough diamonds to get some very cute new shoes. I have a little bit of stuff left over to get the base for an enchantment area set up, so that is exactly what we're gonna do today. I've been really thinking about why it is literally so dark here, and I've just really figured out that the sun doesn't really ever touch this side of the mountain because it rises over there and then sets over there. So really, I'm never seeing the sun unless I'm out getting materials, which is a little bit depressing actually. I mean, if I was like in real life, I guess, in game, I guess the characters don't get depressed without seeing sunlight. Oh, here we go. I'm in the sun. Anyways, moving on from that, let's fill in this base here. And then I guess we'll be heading out for some more materials. I love how I've just been talking about not getting any sun and then I'm immediately just basking in it. When I was lower down, I feel like it was just less... You see, it was less sunny down here. Alright. Oh my gosh, I am literally about to be inside of a cloud. Oh no, I've just realized how terrifying it is to get down from here when you're in the middle of a cloud. I literally cannot see if I'm... Oh, there we go. About to fall to my death is what I was gonna say. Alright, let's go get some materials. Okay, we have our base done and we have fresh materials. So let's get some of the frames and the walls up on this enchantment area. Okay, it looks like I'm gonna have to get rid of a bunch of stone here too, so let's get that done. And now we can join these up. Now I'm gonna fill in all of this side with... Oh! Seems I did not join everything up. How did I miss that? Anyways, now that's done, I'm gonna fill in all of these sides with the palisades. And then on the other one, I'm gonna do some windows and palisades. All right, now on this bit, I'm gonna do some stairs, and then let's do like that maybe, and then we'll have little double windows. And actually, I think I'm gonna take away this one and then add in a tiny window up there, and then do the stairs on this bit instead, maybe? And then let's do double windows. Wait, actually, let's take away those top ones and add these in so that it matches up with these ones. Oh my gosh, we are passing through a cloud once again. Have I done the block up here? It's so hard to tell. Okay, I guess that's a no. Okay, are we good for walls? I think we are. Right, so I think we can swing for a roof and some details today. Still loving my little window washer daydreams for this bit, for sure. Alright, first roof complete. Let's finish off this second roof, and then we can move on to details. Okay, details. What I'm gonna do is add in a couple of these, and then use this dirt to slowly make my way around the side to add in some of these planters. Looks like we are passing through a cloud once again though. Or is it gone? Oh, it's gone. Oh, no, there it is. So strange. And then I'm gonna break a couple little holes out here just so I can place some more planters out here. So far so good, looking very cute. Just need to add a few more things. Those look so adorable, and I can't believe I'm about to get interrupted by a big fat cloud once again. It's like I can't move when this happens either. Actually, I guess I could just very quickly make it back to the house. But in general, when that happens, if I'm on this, just can't move. Otherwise, everything looks like this, and it's very much a health and safety issue. Alright, once again, I am here to slay an interior. So let's break away this back wall here so that we actually have some space to place our bookshelves down. Alright, that should be good. Let's fill in this gap back with these palisades, and then let's finally put down our enchanting table. And technically we could leave this here, but you know me, that is not something I am capable of doing. So I'm thinking a bunch of these hanging pots are gonna look really, really cute here. I do feel like that maybe could be too many, but also it looks great if I just add in some flowers. All right, I feel like that's a little bit better. There isn't much else we can do with this room because there isn't a lot of space, and anything we put here is gonna block the enchanting business. So I'm thinking in this room, we use a few of our leftover bookcases. And then we just do this like weird little side room thing that kind of looks a little spooky, but also looks really cute. Then in these little spaces here, gonna do some of these candles and then light all of our candles. And I think that is this room done. I'm just hoping that it's light enough in here that nothing scary will spawn, but there's not loads of space anyway, so I feel like they're not gonna choose to spawn there. Anyways, I think that is our enchantment area. Done. I headed through the Nether portal to gather a metric boatload of quartz. Back in the overworld, I gathered more iron and coal, as well as stone and diorite. Alright, so do you remember that clock that I've been yapping about since pretty much day one? Well, it is finally time to get that thing started. And the first thing I'm going to need to do is dig out the space because I want it to look like it is set into the cliff face. I spent the rest of the day digging, and I quickly realized that, I wasn't gonna get it all done in one day. But that was absolutely fine because I had tomorrow. Alright, these are my last few pieces, and I think I probably overestimated how much was left of this because I think we're done. But that's great news because that means we can get a head start on getting new materials. I set out for oak and spruce as well as some leaves and saplings. Then I gathered iron and fought some skeletons for bone meal. The last thing I did was collect everything I needed and craft some fairy lights before heading back to the cliff. Right, so I noticed whilst I was coming back from gathering resources that it is pretty dark over here. Obviously, I've already talked about how dark it is, but today I think we're just going to run around and make sure everything is lit up a little bit better. Just with torches, and then we'll come back and make it all cuter, but functionally, I just need more light. Normally this wouldn't take me so long, but because I've got to go climbing all up the side of these mountains, it's taking me a little longer than usual. Okay, so it definitely felt like I was lighting the area up a little bit more than this, but I think that'll do for now. Also, how crazy is this starting to look? I spent the next couple of days putting this giant clock face into the cliff. It's giving Mount Rushmore, but for people really into timepieces. So this is the design we're working with for the clock, so now I've just got to go all the way back around and fill these in with the with this polished diorite, and then in these gaps I'm gonna do just normal diorite. Honestly, I probably should have just placed these as I was cutting out the holes, but you know me, I like to do things the difficult way. Oh, I guess whilst I'm here I can also do this diorite. Just whatever I can reach. Okay, I think that's all I can reach, but now I can just build up, and I can come back to that in a second, but half of it should already be done as I go around the clock, so I'm cutting time there at least. There we go. Alright, that's looking pretty good. Let's get up there and add some hands. Alright, that is the clock time set, and I think that is about 10 past 10. But mostly I did this just because it was easy to do the clock hands like that, so I wish I had a better story of why I chose 10 past 10. I'm kind of torn though, because I low-key feel like I maybe should have done the clock in also a sort of wood tone, just because there is a lot of stone, but then also I like having all of the stone because then it blends in with the cliff face a little bit. I'm just not 100% on this decision, but also I'm like 80% sure on this decision, and it's also way too late to go back now. Okay, actually, after stepping back, I am 100% on this decision. Love the stone. We are getting to the end of my to-do list for this video, but the next thing on it is to make sure everything is connected with another ladder contraption thing. And this time, the word ladder did not escape my brain, so I am proud of myself. If you're wondering what I'm doing right now, I am trying to get these supports to face the right way, but obviously, since I'm building it out of stairs, it is causing me a lot of problems. Okay, I think this should be it now. That is doing the right thing. And now on here, let's do this. Jump up here. Do this. Oh my goodness. Okay, that works. Definitely a little bit finicky, but we got there in the end. And now that's done, we can fill in this part here. Oh, nope, not there. And create a little platform. Let's add some railings for safety, because we all know, I guess I struggle with safety. Although actually this video I haven't fallen, which is pretty impressive to be honest, considering I am on the edge of a mountain, but I feel like the stakes are way too high to even risk falling, so I'm being super duper careful. Now we can go ahead and add our ladders here. Ouch. And then we just need to add all of the ladders up to the next platform. All right, now we are connected to the farm without a big row of dirt. And then we just need to go up here and connect ourselves to the enchanting room. I think for this we've got to go from this side, and then that goes down that way. Yeah. Then let's add in our ladders, and I think we are good, but this feels dangerous. So maybe I'm going to cover that hole back up and yeah. All right, we are all connected. Great. So I told you guys that I would replace the lighting, and now here we are with some very cute hanging lanterns. I'm definitely going to add in some fairy lights too, because I did get a bunch of those, and I should probably be using a better block than than stairs to build myself up with, but that's what I've grabbed, and that is what I'll be using. Let's add in a couple spruce slabs here so that we can hang lanterns on this small part of the farm too. I feel like that's definitely blocking the staircase here, but it's okay. We have this half to use. So now I've got rid of all of the torches. The walls are looking a little bit bare, so I'm thinking the fairy lights are gonna fix that. Oh my gosh, yeah. Immediately. Way better. Okay, cool. I feel like those fairy lights made a really big difference. I don't know if you can really see, but... oh, yeah, I can zoom in. Over here, I added in some purple fairy lights to match this. And then the rest, I just did the yellow. And then for the mines, I did orange. For no reason. Just thought it would be fun to be different. I'm coming up on the last few days here, and usually I would do final details, but I feel like we're pretty much there with the details. So, I've decided I'm gonna upgrade the clock. Even though I definitely said earlier I was happy with it, what can I say? Sometimes you stare at something long enough and you realize it could definitely be so much better. So yeah, as I said, I'm going to spend these last few days just upgrading the clock. So if you couldn't tell, I'm just adding a little wooden border around this whole thing, and then I'm going to take a little step back, see what else we can add. Because I don't think just a wooden border is going to do it for me. Okay, that is better, but I'm thinking maybe we can bring it out a little bit more and maybe change up some of the blocks in the middle to make it just stand out a lot more. I haven't had a chance really to use my trusty pillar trims, so I'm gonna use them here now because I think they'll add in a little bit extra dimension to the build. And then on these ones, we'll go upwards like this. I really wish I'd thought of this earlier because this is, definitely very difficult. I should probably check on Millie too, because she's been in that room for a long time now. Alright, Mills, how are we doing? Do you think you can be let out and not jump off the edge? She's already going a little crazy, so I feel like she's immediately gonna run off the edge, but let's just see. Oh, good job. To be honest, I have seen her climb ladders before, but I'm not sure she's gonna make it down these. Okay, well, I don't think she intended to get there, but I guess she is resting up there. Oh gosh, I am very nervous about what Millie is doing right now. Please just... there we go. Okay. She's fallen... oh! She's fallen asleep. Oh, she's awake. Go back to sleep, please. Just rest. Okay, next up, I'm going to remove all of my lovingly placed polished diorite and replace it with, what is the word? Stone. I'm going to replace it with stone. And you might think, that is a boring change, and the answer to that is, yes, it is. But I'm going to add extra details elsewhere, so I need to get rid of these first. Okay, so we are filling this gap with stone. And then we're taking out a row of the polished stone, or smooth stone even. And then we're going to replace the smooth stone with normal diorite. Okay, I think that's the plan. Let me just jump up here. Add in a bunch of this. I wish this was on the floor or something. Not just like on the floor in terms of me being up high building, but just on the floor so I don't need to keep building like this so that I can actually reach the top of the clock. I should have known earlier that this wasn't enough though, like it just needed to look a little bit better. Okay, we're definitely looking a little bit better right now. I'm thinking maybe we change out this diorite for something else and also make the clock hands some sort of black colored stone, probably deep slate. So I'm hoping nothing bothers me even though it is nighttime right now. Because I want to get rid of all of this diorite so that I can replace it. I think I'm going to replace it with the boatload of quartz that I got because I only ended up using the quartz for the hands here, and now I'm deciding to obviously not use the quartz for the hands, so I think this is a good alternative for the quartz. Right, well that was Millie screaming. She does do that often. Why did I think that was 2 Millies then? I need to wear my glasses, honestly. It did sound suspiciously like she was falling from a great height, but I think that's just what she does at night. She likes to scream. Oh, she's literally right there. She's fine. I'm kind of hoping that this is the final touch that this needs, but I do have a feeling that it's not gonna be. Oh man, I still don't think that's it. I think we need to add some extra details around here. I think I have a bunch of moss blocks, so I think maybe adding some green will be great. But unfortunately, adding more colors means taking away more blocks. So just gonna mine away all of these blocks, and then we'll come back with some moss and fill them in. All right, back with the moss blocks. Let's get this thing filled in, and then maybe this will be the final detail that we've been looking for. Honestly, I feel like I should have made the clock maybe like as one of the first builds, so then we could have made it way bigger and added a few more details of like actual numbers and stuff on the clock, perhaps. Let's also add our clock hands back on. Oh, as if I just completely forgot to fill in this whole side. Ouch. Okay, now let's add in our clock hand again. All right, I think we're getting somewhere, and I think we can get this finished by tomorrow. Again, I don't think I'm gonna get bothered by anything whilst I'm here, so I'm just gonna start digging out all of these stones here, and then I'm gonna replace them, I think, with some more moss, just to bring the green out to the edges a little bit more. Okay, I think we're getting somewhere. Oh, I've accidentally placed a moss block there, but that's just given me an idea. Maybe we should add some sort of flower beds around the clock as well. Like maybe if we go 1, 2, 3, use these trapdoors, and then plant some of these. I feel like that could look super cute. All right, there we go. I think we are finally done. How cute is that? I am so glad that I upgraded this. The wind howled up the sheer cliff face, and the oak bridges swayed and creaked in the breeze as the sun rose and warmed the old stones. Millie and I carefully picked our way over the bridge and down the ladder to the farm to grab our breakfast to finish off our time here with day 100. As always, my name is Em, and this is Millie, and you have all been amazing. Make sure that you're subscribed so I can hang out with you in the next video.